Now the next topic is, are the crystals of salts really dry or not? Is there any water content inside the crystals or not? As it is given in activity 2.15, the first point is, heat few crystals of copper sulfate in dry test tube. Now what will happen? Is there any change in the color after heating takes place? If you are providing heat to the crystals, is there any color change takes place? Or the third point is given here. Do you notice water droplets in the boiling tube? Where have these came from? The next point is, add 2-3 drops of water again in the sample. What do you observe? Is the color restored or regained or not? Yes, the color will regain. The conclusion is given here. As we are having copper sulfate crystals, initially we have copper sulfate crystals. The formula for hydrated copper sulfate crystals is CuSO4.5H2O. Initially they are blue in color, but when you provide heat to it, it changes into white color. So they are losing their water content. When they are losing their water content, they becomes white in color. But after that, if you moist them, if you are again giving them water, they again changes into blue color. As it is given here, conclusion. Copper sulfate crystals, which seems to be dry, actually they are not dry. They contain water of crystallization. The water content or the water molecules which are inside the crystals, actually they are called the water of crystallization. Actually they are called the water of crystallization. It's an important term. What do you mean by water of crystallization? The molecules of water which are inside the crystals, which remains inside the crystals, that are called the water of crystallization. When we heat the crystals, this water is removed and the salt turned white. If you moist the crystal again with water, you will observe that blue color of the crystals will reappear. So the chemical formula for hydrated copper sulfate is CuSO4.5H2O. Here it contains 5 molecules of water. Now the next is plaster of Paris. Now what do you mean by plaster of Paris? What is the formula for plaster of Paris? The formula for plaster of Paris is the formula for gypsum is given CaSO4.2H2O. This is the formula for gypsum. Calcium sulfate with 2 molecules of water. This is the formula for gypsum. When you are giving heat to gypsum, on heating gypsum, it loses its water content. It loses its water content and it converted into plaster of Paris, as it is given in the next equation. Here it is given that it becomes calcium sulfate hemihydrate. After losing its water content, it changes into CaSO4.5H2O. That is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. This is called plaster of Paris. This is used by doctor as plaster for supporting fractured bones at their right positions. This is used in hospitals to supporting the fractured bones to their right positions. Plaster of Paris is a white powder, and on mixing with water it changes into gypsum again. When we provide water content to this, it is given here CaSO4.5H2O. When it combined with 1.5 H2O, it always forms CaSO4.2H2O. That means it again becomes gypsum. Only half a water molecule is shown to be attached as water of crystallization. Only a half of the water molecule is shown here. So the plaster of Paris having half molecule of water is water of crystallization. Plaster of Paris is used for making toys material, for decoration, for smoothing of surfaces. These are the uses of plaster of Paris, which is generally used in our daily life also.